Robyn Brown loses $70 million in house fire tragedy. Shoking news. Sister wives TLC. Hello friends, I am Elena. Welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Robyn Brown, the most controversial wife of Kody Brown from TLC's Sister Wives, is facing unimaginable loss after her home was destroyed in a massive fire, reportedly taking with it a staggering $70 million in assets, valuables, and irreplaceable personal belongings. The incident has left both fans and critics stunned, especially considering the long-standing rumors about the fortune Robyn had been quietly building behind the scenes. According to insiders close to the Brown family, the fire broke out in the early hours of the morning. Firefighters were dispatched immediately, but by the time they arrived, the blaze had already engulfed a majority of the property. The exact cause of the fire is still under investigation, but preliminary reports suggest it may have started due to an electrical short circuit in the entertainment wing of the mansion. The house, located in a private gated area in Flagstaff, Arizona, had long been rumored to be Robyn's personal sanctuary, a place she had carefully decorated and guarded over the years. Sources say that in addition to being a luxurious home, it also served as a vault for her personal wealth. From expensive jewelry, rare art, luxury fashion items, and large sums of cash, Robyn reportedly kept most of her fortune inside that home with minimal banking involvement. The news of the $70 million loss has shocked fans who always questioned how Robyn managed her finances. Over the years, Robyn has faced criticism for allegedly manipulating Kody into funneling family resources primarily toward her and her children. This fire, and the subsequent loss, has reignited conversations about how the family's financial structure had been so heavily skewed in her favor. While Kody and Robyn have not yet made an official public statement, sources say Robyn is absolutely devastated, not just because of the material loss but also because of the deeply personal items destroyed in the flames. Among them were family heirlooms, handwritten journals, and photo albums that chronicled her life from before she joined the Brown family. Family members were quick to respond, though not all were sympathetic. One anonymous source close to one of Kody's other ex-wives said, "Robyn always acted like she had everything under control. She isolated herself and hoarded money. Now with everything gone, maybe she'll realize how fragile life really is." While fans are mourning the loss of such a significant part of Brown family history, others are questioning how Robyn had amassed such wealth. Though she has not publicly discussed her finances in detail, it's believed that Robyn profited significantly through personal business ventures, brand deals, social media partnerships, and possibly residuals from Sister Wives. There had also been speculation about inheritance money and real estate investments made in her name. Insurance adjusters are currently evaluating the damage, but insiders suggest that Robyn was underinsured due to her distrust of third parties managing her wealth. This potentially leaves her with little chance of recovering even a fraction of the $70 million loss. Meanwhile, Kody is said to be shaken but distant, with sources claiming that he had no access to most of Robyn's assets. This raises further questions about the state of their marriage and the trust, or lack thereof, between them. Robyn's children were reportedly not in the home at the time of the fire, and no injuries were reported. However, the emotional trauma is said to be profound. Aurora, her eldest daughter, took to social media with a brief post, "We lost everything. Please respect our privacy right now." Post was later deleted, possibly at the request of Robyn herself, who has remained silent on all platforms since the fire. As the fire investigation continues, fans of Sister Wives are split in their reactions. Some expressed genuine sorrow, noting that no one deserves to lose everything in a tragedy like this. Others are calling it a wake-up call for Robyn, claiming it's karma for her alleged favoritism and manipulation within the plural family structure. Financial experts are weighing in as well. Many are shocked that someone allegedly worth $70 million would choose to store such a large amount of wealth in physical form, especially in a single location with minimal backup. It's a cautionary tale about the risks of hoarding assets and avoiding modern security practices. TLC, the network behind Sister Wives, has not yet commented on the situation. It's unclear how this tragedy will affect the filming or storyline of upcoming seasons, but it's almost certain that the incident will become a major part of the next chapter in the Brown family saga. Whether Robyn chooses to open up about the tragedy on camera or remain private is yet to be seen. Reporters have already started GoFundMe campaigns online, though none appear to be officially endorsed by Robyn or her family. Fans are divided over whether these efforts are sincere or opportunistic. Robyn has not indicated whether she will accept donations or attempt to rebuild on her own. In the aftermath of this tragedy, questions abound. Will Robyn be able to recover emotionally and financially? Will Kody step in to support her, or is this the final blow to their relationship? Will this event finally bridge the gap between Robyn and the other wives, or deepen the divide? Only time will tell how the Brown family navigates this latest crisis. But for now, Robyn Brown faces a new reality: her sanctuary, her fortune, and much of her legacy reduced to ashes. Whether seen as a tragic loss or a dramatic turning point, one thing is clear. Meri Brown, one of the central figures in the long-running reality series Sister Wives, has finally broken her silence following widespread accusations from fans and critics alike. The criticism? That she is still protecting Kody Brown and Robyn Brown, despite having exited the plural marriage and distancing herself from their current lifestyle. In a firm and contemplative response, Meri addressed the speculation directly, denying the accusations and offering her own perspective on loyalty, privacy, and the complex dynamics of her past relationship with Kody and Robyn. In recent months, the spotlight has intensified on the post-split lives of the Brown family, with fans demanding transparency and closure from each of the wives. With Christine and Janelle taking bolder stances and speaking openly about their fallout with Kody, many began to question why Meri seemed more reserved. Viewers expressed frustration that Meri hadn't exposed Kody or Robyn the way others had. On social media, some accused her of being complicit through her silence. Meri has now responded. In a lengthy post shared to her personal platform, Meri stated, "I'm not here to relive every moment for the sake of validation or drama. I lived it, processed it, and I choose to move forward, not backward." She made it clear that her decision not to air out every detail wasn't because she's shielding anyone but because she believes in boundaries. "There's a difference between being silent out of fear and being silent out of respect for myself," she explained. "Some things are just too personal to share. Some things deserve to be kept quiet, not because I'm protecting someone else, but because I'm protecting my peace." This statement drew both support and criticism from the fanbase. Some praised her mature approach, while others interpreted her message as a continued effort to protect Kody and Robyn from public scrutiny. Responding to those suggestions, Meri was direct. "I have nothing to gain from defending people who no longer play a part in my daily life. I'm not interested in defending or attacking. I'm interested in healing." While she didn't name Kody or Robyn directly, her references were clear enough. "I was part of a dynamic that was complicated, beautiful, and at times very painful. I don't owe the public a detailed breakdown of every conversation, every argument, or every moment of betrayal." This isn't the first time Meri has faced such questions. Her loyalty to the family structure, especially in the earlier seasons, often left her misunderstood. Many fans felt she remained too loyal to Kody long after the emotional connection had dissolved. But in her recent statement, she seemed to acknowledge that time and distance have given her clarity. "I stayed for reasons I believed were right at the time. I've since reevaluated those choices. That's part of growth." When asked in a recent interview if she felt Robyn had contributed to the family's breakdown, Meri paused before replying, "I think every adult in the family had a part to play in how things unfolded. That includes me. I've had to take a hard look at my own behaviors, my own silences, and my own hopes. Pointing fingers won't undo the past. But I can own my part and choose differently now." The statement reignited debate in the Sister Wives community. Was Meri still tied emotionally to the Browns? Or was she simply choosing to take the high road? Some fans applauded her poise, while others argued that silence enables toxic behavior. But Meri stayed firm in her stance, reiterating that peace, not public approval, is her priority. Just because I don't tell my side doesn't mean I don't have one. It means I've chosen not to share it for now. In the months following her official separation from Cody, Mary has been focusing on her own brand, including her bed and breakfast business in Utah and various motivational speaking engagements. She's also taken time to travel and reconnect with friends and fans, often using social media to share inspirational quotes and insights into her personal growth. Still, speculation around her relationship with Robyn persists. Two were once considered close, especially during the earlier seasons of the show. But as Robyn became increasingly perceived by fans as Cody's only wife, viewers noticed a growing distance between the two women. Mary didn't confirm or deny the state of her relationship with Robyn, but she did say, "There are people who come into your life and stay, and others who pass through and teach you something before they go. I'm grateful for all of it, even the hard parts." As for the future, Mary kept her words both hopeful and grounded. "I don't know what comes next, and that's okay. What matters is that I walk forward with integrity, with purpose, and without the need to prove myself to people who only know a small part of the story." She ended her message with a reminder to fans and critics alike. Television shows you a sliver of a person's life. There's so much more behind the scenes: grief, growth, regret, and resilience. I'm choosing to focus on the life I'm building now, not the one I've left behind. With those words, Mary seems to be drawing a clear boundary between who she was as Cody's first wife and who she is becoming now, an independent woman choosing healing over headlines and privacy over performance. Cody Brown and Mary Brown's relationship has long been one of the most complex dynamics on Sister Wives. While the family's journey into polygamy has been the center of the show for over a decade, fans have seen firsthand how Mary and Cody's bond has weakened over time. Their most recent interactions, including a painfully awkward moment that played out on camera, have become a subject of intense discussion among viewers and critics alike. The moment in question occurred during a family discussion where emotions were already running high. Tensions between Cody and Mary have been mounting for years, but this particular exchange highlighted how detached they've become, not just emotionally but in terms of communication and respect. What started as a conversation about logistics and family planning quickly spiraled into an uncomfortable silence and dismissiveness that was hard for anyone to ignore. Mary attempted to engage Cody by offering her perspective on the topic at hand. She spoke with measured calmness, choosing her words carefully. But instead of responding with equal consideration, Cody offered a brief, nonchalant reply, avoiding eye contact and shifting the conversation elsewhere. His demeanor made it clear that he had little interest in what Mary had to say. For fans of Sister Wives, this exchange was not surprising, but it was still heartbreaking. The awkwardness came not from a heated argument but from the complete lack of connection. It was a moment defined by distance, where two people who once shared a deep bond could barely tolerate sitting in the same room. Their lack of engagement reflected how far their relationship has fallen. Cody's disinterest was palpable. At one point, Mary tried to lighten the mood with a small joke, a common tactic she's used in the past to diffuse tension. But rather than laugh or even acknowledge her attempt, Cody remained silent, his expression blank. The rest of the family shifted uncomfortably, sensing the strain in the room. The silence spoke louder than any argument could. What made the moment so painful wasn't just Cody's dismissive behavior, it was Mary's reaction. She didn't lash out or make a scene. Instead, she offered a tight smile, nodded politely, and withdrew. Her body language shifted immediately. She leaned back, folded her arms, and looked down. It was clear that she was used to this dynamic, to being unheard and unseen in family discussions. Over the years, Mary has repeatedly expressed a desire to be part of the family, even when the emotional rewards were minimal. She has clung to the hope that things could improve, that Cody might one day see her again as a partner. But moments like this one reveal just how unlikely that is. Cody, on the other hand, has made his feelings increasingly clear. He has stated in multiple episodes that he no longer considers himself in a romantic relationship with Mary. While Mary continues to show up and engage with the family, Cody maintains emotional distance. He sees Mary as part of the larger family unit perhaps, but not as part of his inner circle. The awkward exchange is just one of many moments where Kody and Mary's dynamic has broken down in front of the cameras. It's not about one specific disagreement, it's about a long-standing pattern of emotional neglect, miscommunication, and unmet expectations. For fans watching at home, the discomfort is less about drama and more about the slow, painful erosion of a once meaningful relationship. The moment also reignited conversations online about emotional abandonment. Many viewers took to social media to express their frustration with how Kody handled the situation. Comments poured in criticizing his coldness, his lack of empathy, and his unwillingness to validate Mary's presence. Others defended him, citing years of dysfunction and the complications of plural marriage. But the consensus among many was that the moment was a clear example of a relationship that should have ended long ago. Mary's continued presence in the family, despite the emotional hardship, is a point of ongoing speculation. Some believe she stays for the sake of the show or for the hope of reconciliation. Others argue that she feels spiritually committed, despite the emotional disconnect. Whatever the reason, her willingness to endure these moments has earned her both sympathy and criticism. Kody has said in the past that he feels trapped in certain dynamics within the family, and it's clear that his relationship with Mary is one of those. But unlike other relationships that ended with formal separation or at least clarity, his dynamic with Mary remains in limbo. This lack of closure only adds to the discomfort during public interactions. The awkwardness is not isolated to Kody and Mary alone. Their strained interactions impact the entire family. Other wives and children have commented on the tension, noting that it affects group events and family planning. The discomfort trickles down, creating an atmosphere of emotional imbalance that affects everyone involved. What makes this latest interaction particularly significant is that it wasn't dramatic. It wasn't a shouting match or a tearful confrontation. It was subtle, understated, and deeply uncomfortable. It was the kind of moment that revealed more about the state of their relationship than words ever could. In many ways, that silence said it all. Captured years of emotional withdrawal, countless unspoken grievances, and the quiet resignation that comes when love fades but circumstances hold two people together. It's a dynamic that many viewers found relatable, especially those who have experienced emotional distance in long-term relationships. In the aftermath of the scene, neither Kody nor Mary made public comments about the interaction. But fans don't need an official statement to understand what they saw. The truth was visible in their expressions, their posture, and their inability to truly engage with one another. As Sister Wives continues to explore the complexities of plural marriage, moments like these offer a stark reminder that not all relationships end with explosions. Some end with silence, with avoidance, and with sitting side by side more alone than ever. This painfully awkward moment between Kody and Mary Brown stands as a powerful symbol of emotional detachment, unresolved tension, and the complicated reality of trying to maintain a spiritual marriage without love. It's a moment that viewers won't forget, and one that may define their relationship for seasons to come. Mary Brown, one of the original stars of TLC's Sister Wives, has officially spoken out to put an end to a long-standing and controversial rumor that she was the one who introduced Kody Brown to his fourth wife, Robyn. Over the years, fans have speculated endlessly about the origins of Kody and Robyn's relationship, often pointing fingers at Mary for playing matchmaker. But now, Mary is setting the record straight, and her version of events challenges everything viewers thought they knew about this infamous chapter in the Brown family's history. For years, the narrative presented on the show, and repeated among fan communities, was that Mary had a pivotal role in bringing Robyn into the plural marriage. The show's early seasons even seemed to support that version, painting a picture where Mary not only met Robyn first but also encouraged Kody to pursue a courtship with her. However, according to Mary, that portrayal lacked crucial context and misrepresented her actual involvement. In a recent interview and accompanying social media post, Mary addressed the matter directly. She began by acknowledging the rumors that have circulated for over a decade, saying she was aware that many fans believed she was responsible for Robyn's entry into the family. Then, she firmly stated, "I did not introduce Robyn to Kody." That is simply not how it happened, and I think it's time people stop repeating that narrative. Mary explained that while she did meet Robyn early on, and while it's true they had a brief conversation before Robyn and Cody began their relationship, the decision for Cody to pursue Robyn was entirely his own. I wasn't looking to bring another wife into the family. That wasn't my goal, and I wasn't trying to play matchmaker, Mary said. She elaborated further, noting that the reality of plural marriage is often far more complicated than what's portrayed on television. People assume there's a formal process, that one wife meets a woman, gets to know her, and then brings her to the husband. But it's not like that. Relationships evolve in many ways. In this case, Robyn was already part of our extended religious community. Cody noticed her on his own. Another important point Mary made was about editing and production choices made by TLC during the early seasons of Sister Wives. She stated that what aired did not always reflect the true chronology of events. The way things were cut made it seem like I was the gatekeeper, that I was pushing the relationship forward. But what people didn't see was everything that happened behind the scenes, the private conversations, the doubts I had, and the tension it created for me personally. Mary's clarification also addressed how her emotional reaction to Robyn joining the family was misunderstood. Many viewers believed that Mary welcomed Robyn enthusiastically and supported the courtship from the beginning. But Mary revealed that her feelings were more complicated. I had my own struggles with the idea, she said. I wasn't against Robyn personally, but I wasn't jumping for joy either. It's a difficult process, and people need to understand that it comes with a lot of emotional weight. One of the most surprising parts of Mary's comments was how she described the strain Robyn's arrival placed on her own relationship with Cody. When Robyn came into the picture, things between Cody and me were already fragile. Her presence magnified issues that were already there. It wasn't about jealousy. It was about feeling like I was no longer valued or heard. Mary's statement marks a shift in how she is choosing to engage with the public narrative surrounding her life. In the past, she often stayed quiet or offered vague remarks when controversial topics came up. But now, in the aftermath of her spiritual divorce from Cody and her ongoing efforts to reclaim her identity, she seems more willing to speak plainly. She also had a message for those who continue to perpetuate the narrative that she brought Robyn into the family. Stop blaming me for decisions I didn't make. Cody chose Robyn. Robyn chose Cody. That was their relationship, and I didn't control it. This statement has sparked a wave of responses from fans and critics alike. On social media, many expressed support for Mary, saying it was long overdue for her to correct the record. Others pointed out how easily viewers can be misled by the way reality TV shapes stories for drama and impact. Several longtime Sister Wives fans commented that they had always suspected the timeline was off but appreciated Mary finally speaking up. Mary's comments also reflect a broader theme that has become central to her recent interviews and online presence: personal growth, clarity, and moving forward. Since her separation from Cody, she's leaned heavily into themes of empowerment and truth-telling. Whether it's through cryptic Instagram captions or direct interviews, Mary has been shedding light on her experiences in a